What's going on, everybody? We back. We in the building. Joe.
D-Mad Beats, stop playing. We know it's been a long time, but we back, man. We back.
Yeah, and happy holidays to y'all. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. We hope that peace, blessings, and prosperity into your life for the new year and take over for the rest of your life.
And everybody who listening and watching this message, 2021 is your year.
It's your year. Stick to it.
2021 is your year. Don't be afraid. Whatever comes at you, it's from the Lord, man. Don't be scared to step out. Don't be scared to step out, because just know the Lord is with you every step of the way.
Yeah, y'all. And stepping out on faith, it's a big thing. 2021, you want to make yourself uncomfortable if you feel like you've been in a comfortable position for so long. If you feel like you need to progress your life, then it's time to get uncomfortable. Like we said, go ahead and write some things down that you want to do and go ahead and achieve it. And some things is going to require risk. So factor in that risk and factor in the different things that's going to come with taking that risk. I.e., for example, the ups and the downs. Because when you're taking risks, it ain't always going to be a sunny day outside. It ain't always going to be like just peaches and cream, for instance. I mean, it's going to be some sunny days. There's going to be trials that you're going to have to go through. And it's even a point that Darian had shared a video with me. It's 5 stages of success. And the third stage, the middle stage, was the valley of despair. And that's the area where after you then conjured up some thoughts that you figured that, okay, I can do this. Then the next step is actually putting in the work and figuring out that it's kind of hard. And then that third step, the valley of despair, is when you kind of start to have doubt in your mind, where you start to feel like, oh, I can't do this. It's getting too hard. But you got to push through. That's how everybody who becomes successful because
they push through that third one.
They push through and they come out banging. They ain't just knocking on the door, they kicking down the door. So that's what you got to do. We going into 2021, you could be a millionaire in a year. All you got to do is believe in yourself, have faith in the Lord, and take that risk.
And that is it.
You ain't gonna make no money. I ain't gonna stunt. You can make money at a 9 to 5, but it ain't gonna amount to the amount of money you would make as an entrepreneur. However, if you want to work a 9 to 5, and that's you, don't let nobody tell you that you can't do that, because that is the things that fulfills your life. But if you feel like you don't want to work for anybody, if you feel like you better than that job you work in, then go ahead and take that step of faith. Just step out. The Lord gonna protect you, especially when you include Him in your plans. He ain't gonna lead you astray. Never does. Never did.
Never did. And if you put Him first always, man, I can attest to that, man. I know I'm gonna be a testimony. It's like once you start putting Him first, man, your life truly changes. And it takes for you to really go through it, like really. And the only person you have to turn to is the Lord. Like, He makes stuff happen that's supernatural. But when you understand our God is supernatural, you don't worry. You can't have faith and worry.
Don't mix.
You can't. Like happiness is a choice. Like, the way you react to situations, the way you perceive stuff, like, another thing, like, always be grateful for everything.
Small things too.
Everything. Big, small, medium, whatever you want. Like, be grateful for everything. Be grateful that He woke you up. Be grateful that you're able to watch this video. I'm grateful that we even able to make this video, to know how to make the video, to even be able to say anything that we saying, to have y'all tuned in. But we thank the Lord for that, because we know it's all through Him.
And to double back on what he said about having faith and worrying, those two don't mix, especially because you're not trusting the Lord to do His work. Like, you putting faith in His hands, however, you still worrying that it may not happen, but it's out of your control at this point. That's just like some things he was saying too about understanding. It's some things that you're not gonna understand in the moment. Like if you taking risks, you'll fool around there be doing all type of stuff that you like, what this got to do with my end result? But in the end, you're gonna realize that every step of the way meant something on your journey, and it actually enhanced the things that you were doing now unconsciously, like without you even knowing. So when you're doing something, give it your 110%, your undivided attention. Don't be trying to intertwine things with one another. Just stick to the script, narrow tunnel vision, and go and get it. Don't even worry about the inevitable, because you could do anything you put your mind to. All you gotta do is believe, have faith, and trust in the Lord. And don't worry, it's gonna happen. Especially if you're taking steps to make it happen. Baby steps. Baby steps lead to bigger steps. The baby steps is acquiring the information. The bigger steps is go and do it. And make sure you're networking. Don't ever limit yourself to the access that you have around, the resources, the opportunities, the people, whatever it is. Just make sure you utilize it. Don't let it go to waste.
Don't ever think you know it all. That's the first way to get complacent. That's the first way to start becoming stagnant, when you think you know it all. The smartest person knows that you learn something every day.
Yeah, this is true.
You learn something every day to the day you gone. From the day you're born to the day you go, you learn something every day. Think about that. It's about how you, it's about what you do with your 24 hours. It's about what you do with your 30 minutes. It's about what you do with your 15 minutes. You know, like, it's really, at the end of the day, it's you and the Lord, for real. Like, you talk to him, you have a relationship with him, man. You tell him your plans, because to a lot of people, you will sound crazy.
What are you talking about?
To a lot of people, you will sound crazy. To your God, you never sound crazy. You never sound crazy. That's what he like. He knows what you're gonna say. He knows everything. So think about that. Someone that knows everything, being with you through every situation, watching you grow, even in situations where you need help. Whose help can you ask for? Really? Really? Like, whose help can you ask for? Some people don't answer phone calls. The Lord always answers.
He gonna always answer for you. Yeah. And to go back on two things he said about learning, always keep people in your circle who gonna help you learn. You don't want to be around people where you're not really learning from them, because you really want to learn something every day, honestly, if we being real with each other. Because if you're not learning, you're becoming stagnant. You're still doing the things that you used to do, or the old things. You're not progressing. You're not becoming someone new. You always want to just open your eyes to different experiences. Talk to people. Listen to what they're saying, because the experiences that they've been through, it could really guide you through your situations.
I'm telling you, all you gotta do is just look.
Just look and listen, bro.
Listen. Just pay attention. Just stop moving so fast.
Slow it down and
Stop moving so fast.
be logic about your decisions. Move with logic. Move with good intentions. Don't just be doing things just to do it. A lot of, like with risk, calculated risk. Like,
do not make decisions based off emotion. That's the quickest way to plummet you.
Even with trading,
whatever situation. That's in any situation.
Anything.
Like,
just think about it, y'all. Like, even go to say if somebody make you mad, like, if you just react to the situation off dump, sometimes it may come off as a little bit too much, because you felt like, oh, they got me bent, I gotta say something. But in all actuality, if you don't say nothing, or if you just kind of like take that as with a grain of salt and move on, bruh, you're gonna be so much more ahead of that situation and that person just gonna be stuck like wondering what I do or what's up with them. But like you done forgave them and forgot the situation, but it's still on their mind because they was expecting a reaction out of you, and because you didn't give it to them, then they feel like, oh well, what I got to do now? But nah, it's like you just moving with good intentions, with peace, and you giving your problems to the Lord, and He gonna protect it. Like that's with everything, bro. I'm telling you, like y'all be saying karma is real. That's essentially what it is. Like I mean, if you just give it up to the Lord, if you just move just nicely, just move with good I ain't gonna say precision, good intentions.
Good intent, bro.
Just move with good intentions. You gonna be blessed. I'm telling you, things just gonna be coming out the sky, blessings upon you and stuff. And for your enemies, it's just gonna be what it is. Like ain't no ill intentions toward them, ain't no malice, but what happens to them happens because they did what they did, you did what you did, and the Lord saw it all. So another thing, as I grew, I started to try to look at things from a third person perspective, not try to look at things between me and you, because that's the way that you always kind of end up in situations where it's unfavorable, or y'all mad at each other, or you taking things personally. But when you have a bird's eye view on a situation, you can kind of step back in a sense and be like, okay, well maybe I did overreact, or maybe I did do this, or maybe I should have did this. And you can either mend that situation that you whatever, or if it isn't worth mending, you could just move on and just take that as an experience, as a learning experience. And that's what we go back to.